Pete Alonso did get a hit, and he has been darn good for this Orioles ball club. Time now for the long game presented by Nutrafol. There's so many ways to describe his greatness. Here's one. Our WRC Plus leader since May 18th. Over the course, Dero, of this show, I feel like Robert and I have recognized what you value. And number one is consistency. Pete Alonso, you always say.
I think it's the biggest thing.
It's 30 and 100. It's Robert said it. It's playing every day. He's at the top of that list.
Yeah, because it's so hard to do. I'm always enamored with guys that are able, and there's a little luck that's involved with it, but it's got to be something genetic that allows you to go out there every day.
You think that, huh?
I do think that.
Okay.
The Freddie Freemans of the world, the Matt Olsons of the world, it seems to be a first base trend. Pete Alonsos of the world, they post every day. I wasn't a good enough player to post every day, but, man, I had some nicks and aches and pains. And when that manager came to me and said, hey, you want a spa day?
Give me a day?
I mean, it depended upon the matchup. These guys never have a spa day. Theirs is in the off season. And Robert said it as we were going to break. There's very few guys over the 12 years we've been sitting on the crushed red velvet that you could pencil in 30 and 100 driving to spring training. Mm-hmm. And Pete's that guy. Whether it comes in April, May, June, July, it doesn't matter. When the dust settles, this dude absolutely rakes, and he competes, and he doesn't give up until he figures it out. And I know we said Gunnar Henderson might be the X factor for the Baltimore Orioles. The only reason it wasn't Pete is because Pete's a given. He's going to drive the baseball. You give him enough cracks at it. And yesterday he went 1 for 4, but if you watch the game, he was on pretty much every pitch, and he hits absolute 2 irons to the right fielder. But this lit me up. Nays came to me with a manifesto, and this was on probably the 3rd or 4th page, and I said, Nays, how dare you? This needs to be the first board we throw up there. Most home runs in the first 1,134 career games. Look at Aaron Judge.
Look at this list.
But look at the names on this list.
Look at 11. That's wild.
Wow. 292. Let that soak in. All right, hot, change me. Pete Alonso, MLB ranks since 2019. Games, he's first. Homers, he's third. Ribbies, he's first. Total bases, he's third. Barrels, he's third. How do you not bring that back?
I just got goosebumps looking at this.
I don't know. All right, let's go into 3 quick ABs. I just want to walk you through this. This is Tyler Wells the other day in Tampa. Starts him with a slider away and then goes 2 elevated heaters. Pete has the ability to tell himself to stay back, because we talked about this with Tatis. Run that back for me. I want people to understand this. He knows he doesn't have to cheat to anything. He's all over the plate. Leave this alone. This pitch is this is not a bad pitch by Tyler Wells. This is a breaking ball, kind of trending a ball off the plate and down. And Pete tells himself he's such a manimal that he just tells himself base hit to right field. The only difference is when he clips it with his forearms, it's a homer in the trop, indoors. How about Bailey Ober? In at-bat adjustments, he comes around a slider right there, so he tells himself, stay square, work the big part of the field. It's in at-bat adjustments, right? So pause that for me. Pete Alonso's sitting there. He gets out and around the slider. What do I mean by that? He gets out here, casts his barrel, comes around it, and fouls it right in front of him. So what's the recourse to that? I have to stay back. How do I do that? Front shoulder square. So then he takes the next pitch, he thinks right center. He's able to present. He runs into a heater, and it goes left center gap. Run it. Dylan Lee, one of the nastier left-handed relievers in the game. Do you see him? Run that pitch back for me. Watch him come out and around. What I mean by that, watch his barrel and his hands. They come out and around. Rotational, but he starts to adjust and get more. We talk about it all the time. Sean Casey says, you don't rock the baby like this. You rock the baby here. This is how you want to present your barrel. Boom. You don't want to get rotational. Watch the first pitch. He comes around it. Boom. Now he starts to make the adjustment. Stay back. He didn't like that one. Keep it fair. and he's able to drive it out to left field. And almost killed that guy right there in the stands trying to catch that home run ball. Bring up the next board for me. Hard hit percentage leaders. You got Murakami, who went oppo last night at 60.1%. James Wood, Nick Kurtz, and there's Pete Alonso at 56.2. All right, what are we diving into? Adjustments he's made at the plate I thought were interesting. Doesn't seem like much, right? He's definitely gotten more all over the plate recently than at the beginning of the season. But I always like looking at its side angle. Run this. Everything else is pretty similar. Pause. But it's not when you look at its side angle. He has gotten way wider at address, way more into his legs since he was in April. Run this. Wants to keep his head still. When's the last time he was really spread out like this? Keep it running. Run it. I said, when was he at his best? Pause this. Let's go back to 2022. What did he do in 22? 271, 40 homers, 131 RBIs, and an 869 OPS. So he went from this extreme to being super wide and having success, and then he shortens it up when he first gets to Baltimore, and now he's playing for the tie somewhere in the middle. I don't know if he ever get back that fully wide, but it goes to speak to how strong he is. And I thought this was an awesome at-bat. He gets a breaking ball first pitch, 0-1. Then he hooks a breaking ball foul. So now what does he tell himself? I have to stay back. Boom. 2-iron, right center, 97 off Andrew Painter. I mean, that's just quality driving of the baseball on a consistent basis. And it's nuts. The ability to drive the ball to the opposite field. Pete, we can go back to the Devin Williams homer in the postseason in Milwaukee. Where'd that baseball go? Right. Dead right field. Why? Because Devin Williams is a changeup monster, and if you got any chance to stay back on something like that, you got to be willing to take the heater the other way. I mean, come on. Run that back for me real quick. This is a base hit to right field. How many guys have the strength to take a lefty three-quarter reliever out over, hit what appears to be a base hit that leaves
That's
the third
crazy.
row?
That's
We
crazy.
see Stanton do that in Marlins Park.
It looks like a line drive that's going to short hop the right fielder.
And it's leaving. Highest slug to the non-pull side. Nick Kurtz, Aaron Judge. I mean, some of the best hitters in our sport are able to do that. I love the spray chart. When he first broke into the league, early parts, 19 through 22, pulled home runs were at about a 64.3% clip. Now, 32%. This is a guy that's working the ball all over the lot. And the other thing that jumps off the page, you can't beat this guy with velocity. I'd love to see him in the box against the Miz, because if you try and rush anything north of 96 miles an hour, right there, Roki Sasaki in a 1-1 count, 97. Jacob deGrom, two-seamer at 97 in a 1-1 count. And he's able to get inside it and drive it out to big part of the field. Yuri Perez, 99.02. And absolutely destroyed in Marlins Park. He's been doing it for a long time. I don't know why people have any doubts that he's not going to hit 30 and 100 every year, but I thought this was crazy when Nate showed this. Good Lord. 2026 leaders versus 96-plus mile-an-hour pitches. In average, he's at the top, and at slug, he's at the top.
That's crazy. And it's not close, D-Ro.
It's big time.
Between Murakami and himself, that is...
So many impressive
boards. He sits
boards.
up there, and he's holding a brown. He's like, just with his
And
hands.
first in game since 2019 was my favorite one of all of them.
And the home run that he hit in the postseason when he was with the Mets against Devin Williams, unbelievable.